Hello everyone, hope you're all having a good day so far today. So we're going to be playing some Division 1 Survival to start today off. So let's head straight down there. Getting stuck in a pipe. Yeah, not too sure what the wait times are like at the moment. Not played this in a little while. So let's just wait and see them. Where is... Okay, that's up there, so we could go and grab that actually. Yeah, we'll go and grab that while we're waiting.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
So yeah, I think I've played Division 2 more recently than Division 1. So hopefully survival doesn't go too bad. Might be a little rough though. Especially when our aim is way up like that. Okay, we're not gonna get to grab that actually. So I'll say that's a good thing in a way though. We're gonna be able to load into Division 1 Survival a little bit faster. So wait times aren't too bad it seems. Yeah, so probably just play 1, maybe 2 rounds depending on what happens in this one. If we don't make it very far then we will play 2.
We just got word that the experimental antivirals lost in the dark zone have been located. There's no time to wait. You and a team need to go secure them right now, or someone else will.
Come on, move it! We don't have much time! We need to be in the air before the storm hits!
But we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight. We're locking the base down for the duration, and Rhodes says the...
Warning.
Okay, where are we
Vital
starting?
signs indicate probable infection.
Okay, starting on one of our more favourable sides. Says we've got poor connection to host server. Hopefully it's not too bad though. There's only one way to find out. Let's get out of here.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Oh shit! They're killing us! Just got...
Yeah, it's a little rough. We should be okay though. As long as we don't run into too much resistance. So that player's probably going to get over here before us. Right, we are going to need to get warm soon. Let's try and get here as fast as we can with this stuff, but don't want to risk freezing in the process.
Core body temperature is now below what is required for normal metabolic function.
Okay, getting very unlucky here at the moment. to play through it for the moment. Hoping we can find something to warm ourselves up with in a second. Let's use that.
Temperature detected.
Yeah, a little bit difficult for that first one. So, yeah, quite a rough start, but yeah, it was only a first game after quite a while. So I just couldn't find anything to warm ourselves up with. It's fine though, we're going to jump out of this one and search again straight away. So
now entering a safe area.
So we're not going to. Yeah, not going to go jump to another area now. We'll just wait here this time. Okay, weapon parts are over there. So we'll just go collect those. We can get there. Okay, maybe not. Searches are really fast today. Jumping straight into another game.
Better get yourself into a hazmat suit, Agent. We just got word that the experimental antivirals lost in the Dark Zone have been located. There's no time to wait. You and a team need to go secure them right now, or someone else will.
Come on, move it! We don't have much time! We need to be in the air before the storm hits!
But we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight. We're locking the base down for the duration, and Rhodes says the weather might count on being in contact.
Hold on! We'll be there soon!
Just get there before the storm really hits. And listen, do whatever you need to do to get back alive. You're needed. Lao out.
Okay, almost forgot to skip that. So we're going to be starting off a slight bit late, I think. So that's fine though.
Warning. Immune response detected. Infection imminent.
Poor connection to server again. It's fine though. That last connection wasn't too bad. Hello, Lanzaro. How are you today?
Core temperature is deep
I
below
finally
optimal
started
levels.
playing the campaign. How far you got so far? Been playing it quite a bit, or? Yeah, you made the stream yesterday. So there's only one yesterday.
Body temperature dropping below normal levels.
It was... yeah, stream video day, so Splatoon was up in the morning. Actually, we can quickly nip in here and grab stuff from here. So just the information. Right, okay. Exit this way.
Drop in core temperature detected.
It wouldn't be as fun if it was easy. It's good that you finally managed to pick it up. Okay, this might be a little bit difficult when we go into the dark zone later. We're gonna have to be careful about what fights we take. Just because of that poor connection. Jump into a lot of them, it's going to take us a little while to kill them all.
Body temperature drop.
Let's just try and get over to this helicopter. I finally managed to remember to put the stream tomorrow in the title as well. I almost forgot when I was starting the stream up. It's a little bit hard knowing where to shoot them.
Core body temperature is critically low.
I don't think the 3DS D-pad was too bad. I don't know what console I'd say has the best D-pad.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
I'm not a massive fan of the Switch one. It's okay, but I'd rather use an actual D-pad. Yeah, I have a Vita. That one's alright. I think it comes down to personal preference a little bit as well. Yeah, it's just 4 more buttons. Really. Yeah, I don't know which one would really be the best one.
body temperature dropping below normal levels.
PS4 D-pad's not too bad. Not used the Xbox One D-pad. Not really used the 360 one either. I do have a 360, but I've only really played Halo, so I don't have to use the D-pad for that really. I think you tend to notice when a D-pad's comfortable, like when you play 2D fighters. I tend to use the D-pad over I tend to use the D-pad over the analog stick whenever I play fighters. There probably is some out there that do use analog sticks though. I just find it more comfortable to use a D-pad for them. I quite enjoyed the Wii U one. I really liked the gamepad though.
Drop in core temperature detected.
I did used to have, well, I do have a Pro Controller, I just never use it. Always use the gamepad over that. I'm quite rusty with a keyboard and mouse. I think I've only tried it like once or twice. I can play Fortnite on PS4 with a keyboard and mouse. So I ended up trying it once and hadn't do very well. So aiming's fine, but I find movement quite difficult.
Core body temperature drop.
So as a D-pad, I can imagine it would be alright. Yeah, I thought it was really comfortable as well. I think for like Devil's Third, it was recommended to use a Pro Controller, but I never did. I always preferred the gamepad still for that.
Got something for ya!
So if my shots look a little bit rocky on this is because we have a poor connection. I'm just trying to find where the hitboxes are. It's been a little while since I've had a poor connection, so trying to
Body
figure out.
temperature is now hypothermic.
I'm just gonna grab all this stuff and run because I'll freeze otherwise. Yeah, I know not. Just need to find somewhere to warm ourselves up. And I can't see anything anyway.
Attention. All JTF shelters and facilities will be closed for the duration of the storm.
No vitals detected. Diagnosis, hypothermia.
Okay, that didn't go well. Did not see that there. Okay, that's fine. We'll try once more. Did not see that explosive. I don't know. I suppose it's like personal preference on that as well. I've played games where there's no aim assist for controllers. I still find it easy to shoot.
Now entering a safe area.
I think most people probably do prefer keyboard and mouse for first-person shooters though. I'm one of those small minority people when it comes to that. Yeah, I had an official Pro controller and a third party, and I didn't really get along all that well with any of them. Always went back to the gamepad whenever I brought them. Nah, it's only this game where we get hypothermia.
I got something you need to show.
Usually we do a little bit better than this. Just after not playing it for so long and not doing all that great for server choice either. It's just a little bit of a rough start. I'm hoping third time lucky and we'll get like a good connection. It's fine to play on like a poor connection, but it's a little bit hard to aim. Well, a little bit hard to land shots.
I'll be in touch. Let's get back to it.
I've never actually been able to use a C-stick on 3DS. I only have the original one myself.
You're now leaving the safe area.
I did think about picking up a new 3DS at some point though. Stuff like Hyrule Warriors is meant to run a little bit better on that. I do prefer Switch Pro controller over Joy-Con. I mostly have my Switch docked, so I always use Pro controller, or almost always. I'll be back in just a second.
Fine. See you later then.
Okay, sorry about that.
You didn't deserve that. No one does.
Yeah, it runs really slow on the old 3DS. So I've still played through a few levels on it, but yeah, it's my least played version. I've actually not played... Yeah, I've not played and finished the Switch version. Played a lot of the Wii U game though. It was one of the first Wii U games I got for it. I think my first Wii U games were that, New Super Mario Bros. U / Luigi U, and
We just got word that the experimental antivirals lost in the Dark Zone have been located. There's no time to wait.
Zombie U.
You and a team need to go secure them right now.
Then not
or
long after I
someone
got
else will.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Come on, move it! We don't have much time. We need to be in the air before the storm hits.
But we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight. We're locking the base down for the duration, and Rhodes says the weather might bork all our comms, so we can't count on being in contact.
Hold on. We'll be there soon.
Yeah, it should have been. I actually didn't get that until...
Just get there
Yeah,
before
quite a
the
bit
storm
later.
really hits. And listen,
So I don't have
do whatever you
any
need to do to get
Motion
back alive.
Plus
You're needed.
Wii remotes.
Wow out.
So I've only played like the gamepad games. I should really buy the Motion Plus add-on part. Okay, I keep forgetting to skip that. Yeah, I should really buy the Motion Plus accessories so I can play the extra mini games. They look quite fun to play as like a group.
Warning. Vital signs indicate probable infection.
Never, yeah, like I said, played them myself though. I think I've only played the game for like 5-10 minutes. I think... Yeah, I got my 3DS a while before I got my Wii U. Where I got that?
Drop in
It
core
was either
temperature
2015 or
detected.
2014 when I got my Wii U. But I had a 3DS before that and I used to use Miiverse then. I really liked Miiverse while it was around. I did see early design of the Switch, and it sounds like they were planning something a little bit similar to Miiverse for that at one point. They called it like Nintendo World or something. Something about the being able to make and upload videos on it as well. It's actually really similar to one of the designs that got leaked that everyone thought was fake. I think it would have been great to have like a mix of that and the actual Switch that we have now.
Core body temperature is critically low.
I think I would have got my 3DS probably not long after it released.
I can do this all day and all night.
At that point, I was playing, Pokemon every year still. I did get that year's Pokemon when it first released on 3DS. So whenever, Pokemon released on 3DS, that was when I brought 3DS. Or got a 3DS. Ended up getting it one Christmas it would have been.
Core temperature is below optimal levels.
Yeah, I think Miiverse was a really good concept. And it was something unique to Nintendo as well. And right now the Switch is like really bare bones. It plays games and not much else. I mean, Miiverse used to be the way to send messages and things as well, which was quite useful. So I don't think they should have shut it down in a way. I think if anything they should have just expanded it onto Switch. I think that would have been the better option.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Right, okay, so let's head through this way. Okay, so one just left survival. Don't suppose we'll be able to see where he went down though. No. If people go down and leave, then it's good to go grab their stuff. Extra materials and things to break down. Really do with another gun as well.
Attention. All residents are advised to remain indoors for the duration of the storm. Conditions are extreme.
All day and all night.
Yeah,
Body
definitely
temperature dropping
need
below normal
at
levels.
least a second one on that.
Let's take them out. See how you
Tend to feel like you kind of have friends on your friends list, but you can't actually speak to them or anything. You just kind of add them when you play a few games together, and then that's it. I think they need to sort out their like game invites as well. And that should have just been integrated into everything. As soon as you've got an invite, then show up. Yeah, there we go. This serves a little bit better. Just gonna quickly jump over here and wall ourselves up again. Where was it actually? Just down here, I think.
Core body temperature is now below what is required for normal metabolic function.
Yeah, an internet browser would be good as well. So I think in order it would be messages, then
Core body
internet
temperature
browser,
dropped.
then something like Miiverse. Like you say, is a stretch, but it would be really good to have that type of thing back again. I mean, PlayStation and Xbox have extra things. Xbox has clubs, I think they call it, and PlayStation has communities. They're all fan run, but well, yeah, you can make them, but like you run them yourself if you make them. People run like game finders, or I think COD communities are like 8s and things half the time, so people just go in there to look for matches and stuff. Then you do get like some art communities and stuff like that. It's good, but yeah, not Miiverse good. There might be something like that. I've heard of a few different things like that aimed at Nintendo. The problem is they don't listen too much to stuff like that though.
This is gonna be fun. Got something for you. Damn you!
Body temperature has reached critically low levels.
It's over. Open door there. Probably some explosive. Okay, no explosive. Yeah, I think I've only done like 1 or 2 in my life as well. And that was just to like government stuff. So I think for us it's, if they have like over so many signatures, then they have to debate it in Parliament. It's like a law or something. Nothing really came of whatever I signed for though. That's not too surprising. I think if I was directly asked to like, sign a petition, then I might do, but other than that, I don't really sign them. Just because not much tends to come from them. And the 1 or 2 that I have signed.
Core temperature is dipped below optimal levels.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that 2021's better than 2020.
It'll be our pleasure.
I don't think I could handle another 2020. Don't want letting us grab it though. Can't imagine there's much around here really. I'm just gonna let's go downstairs. So we're not too far away from where we're headed anyway. So have you seen any of the previous ones? We normally go through this route.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Yeah, I can imagine stuff like this being a thing in history for a while. People will remember. It's like, oh, yeah, very dark time.
Core temperature is below optimal levels.
I mean, hopefully people learn from the mistakes that got made with like all this, but yeah, at the same time we're meant to have learnt from other mistakes in history, and we didn't with some of them. That's the only thing we can take away from this year. Very dark time, a lot of bad stuff happened. Hopefully we can learn from it. Still not got a gun yet.
Drop in core temperature detected.
Really do with one soon though. Can't run around with a handgun forever. Okay, there's only 3 of us, so
Infection levels increasing.
I don't think the
Core
face
temperature is
masks
below
themselves were
optimal levels.
too bad. I tended to forget I was wearing mine sometimes when I was out and about. And then there was one night when I was on my way home and it was quite cold, so I kept it on purpose. Just because it kept my face a little bit more warmer. Okay, still no guns. I'm really gonna need some more stuff. This is the longest I've gone without being able to get fire in the heart. Yeah, I think they were one of the countries that did really well. I think Australia is meant to have done quite well with it as well. So I think in some parts it also depends on how the people themselves are reacting. Like when rules are getting put in place, if people are just ignoring them, then it really doesn't help the situation. Okay, finally a gun. Took its time. Finally dropped those, so we should be okay for a little bit now. Yeah, I think some countries in general have more heavier restrictions than others. Last I heard, yeah, there was like some places have gone into tier 4. I think they're on about potentially having another lockdown just after Christmas. Then Wales in, yeah, that part of the UK. They're going to have a 6-week lockdown after Christmas. Different places are responding differently to it. I think it was Sweden that took the really strange approach to it. But they're not doing so great now either. The weird approach seems to be working a little bit, but yeah, not so much anymore. Yeah, everything from down here.
Body temperature dropping below normal levels.
Okay, was it there before? Been a little while. I'm just going to place the marker there. I think it's around there that we need to go though. It should show up soon. Start using some of this medicine as well.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
Yeah, let's switch topics a little bit. it's Christmas Eve today. Or the eve of Christmas Eve. Some people don't say that one. Yeah, no stream Friday. I'll probably put like a video up to say Merry Christmas and things like I did last year. Or it'd be just some like short 30-second video saying like Merry Christmas. No videos today, but back Monday, and yeah, that'll be it. I think it'll be the first time I'm having an actual break in quite a while. Like a day off streamer. Outside of weekends. I can't remember what I did last year. On Boxing Day. I might have just done like one video or one stream on Boxing Day maybe. New Year's stream. So I think New Year's that'll probably be normal. I might stream. Into the dark zone. I might just missed it. Yeah, I think for New Year's it'll probably be the second stream will probably be a slightly later stream, but it'll just be more or less a normal day. I don't think I'll do a New Year's stream. Like going up to New Year's and celebrate it and stuff. Yeah, New Year's Day is a Friday, so that'll be normal streams and stuff as well. Just remembered I left something here actually. Is this showing up yet? Not yet.
Your body temperature is now hypothermic.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So tomorrow, definitely playing Rogue Company. So yeah, I'll load that up. Give my name out then.
You are now
Christmas
entering a
Day,
safe
just
area.
a Merry Christmas video. Then New Year's Eve and Day will be semi-normal. Just slightly later time on New Year's Eve. I think it's the first we leave
Detecting low
Europe
core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia
with or
increased.
without a deal. It's looking increasingly likely that there'll be no deal. Because both sides are being a bit stubborn. Keep it the wrong one there. How looks like about left. Right, 17 seconds. We're just going to wait around and then grab that. There's been a few different deals. It's basically just a trade deal for this and that.
Warning. Infection progressing.
They're just arguing over fishing at the
Alert.
moment.
Infection
Last I heard.
temporarily stabilized.
I've seen that many different deals. There's been a few that have been like proposed and shut down and things, and yeah, I don't know what the current one looks like myself. I don't think anyone does really. We really get to see it. It's a lot of just people talking about it. And then knowing most of them get shut down, and don't really look into it after that. But yeah, in short, it's basically both sides being stubborn, and they don't want to share. And be nice to each other. I was just too young at the time to vote. If I would have voted though, I would have voted to remain. I don't think I voted, no. Just too young. You have to be 18 to vote, and I don't think I was then. I was 17 or something. Yeah, that was younger actually. It's been quite a few years.
Core body temperature is critically low.
Yeah, it was really close. The problem with that whole thing though was that a lot of lies got floated around. Mainly to persuade people to leave. So we quite like our NHS, and one of the things that we got told was if we leave then all the money we spend on the EU will get put into the NHS, but that was just a lie.
Hey, come on, Rock. I'm taking care of business.
It's the worst time to be freezing.
All right, I
Yeah, one of the people that actually made up that lie about the NHS spoke at Donald Trump rally as well. It tends to run right-wing extremist parties over here. Nigel Farage.
Core body temperature dropped. Warning. Infection levels
Reminds me of like a
increasing.
duck or something. At one of Donald Trump's rallies, the person that said that all the money from Europe would get put onto the NHS, he spoke at one of his rallies. It was a recent one as well. His name is Nigel Farage. And not many people like him all. They tended to run Iran, UKIP, ran Brexit Party. And people that support them tend to be like British supremacists. It's one of those things. The win. You can't do much bad to them. You just gotta hope that they're competent enough to run your country. Nah, I've never watched the NFL. Only watched. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of football, like British football. So soccer. Back in the day, but I dropped off it not so long ago. So like 2 to 3 years ago was when I last watched a football match live. Actually, what year is it? 2020, yeah. 2018 when I watched England play.
Core temperature is below optimal levels.
So these days I mainly watch like esports, so Call of Duty, CSGO, stuff like that. I'm guessing you watch a lot of NFL yourself?
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased. Alert. Infection progress halted.
Who do you support? Yeah, I don't watch it myself. I think the only American sports I've watched was... I used to watch the NBA a little bit. I don't watch that anymore either. When I did watch it, I supported Toronto Raptors. there's nothing wrong with supporting even the worst team. Just gotta take pride in who you support no matter
Core
what.
temperature is below optimal levels.
And all teams have good and bad seasons anyway. It might be the worst team now, but next season it'll become like a mid-tier team or even better. Okay, a big sports fan then. What did you say you watch most? The NFL?
Revenge will be sweet. They're killing us. Remember, it's like we talked about. Get ready to over with. Take a shot. Oh, big.
Okay. You never know, they might just get like a star kicker, I think it's one of the positions in it. I'm really bad with the NFL. I don't know positions and things. I should have guessed MLB actually, with you playing the baseball game so much. I never actually watched MLB or anything. I have played like one match of, I think it was MLB The Show 19 or 20. It was a free PS Plus game not so long ago. So I accidentally forgot to pick it up, but my friend picked it up, so we played it. Oh, and I've played Wii Sports. But I think everyone's played Wii Sports. So.
Warning. Infection progressing.
Okay, finding some good stuff now. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Usually when you say you're playing a game, it ends up being that game that you're playing. Okay, that should be fine. Let's keep that for now. Right, okay. No, I've not looked at the website myself.
Detecting lower
I can't imagine it's all that high though.
Threat of hypothermia increased.
I played a few games, but not loads. It'd be minuscule compared to my PS4 playtime. And then recently I've been playing my 3DS a decent amount as well. Started playing Animal Crossing New Leaf a lot. I'm playing that in Azuma 11.
You're making the wrong choice.
Which is a really good football RPG. Yeah, the stats might be a little bit messed up then. Either that or they are right and you just not realise how many games you played. Kind of like trying out free-to-play games and stuff as well. I think with Animal Crossing games in general, it just depends on what type of person you are. Most people like games where there's like an end game to work towards. In Animal Crossing, it's just kind of live life on an island. So,
Alert.
yeah, not
Patches
to everyone's
temporarily
taste.
stabilized.
I tend to generally enjoy it though.
Detecting
But I think that's
lowering
because
of
I don't
core
work
body
towards
temperature.
end game goals
Threat of
in some
hypothermia
games.
increased.
Yeah, I had a bit of a late start to the stream. So getting close to the time where I'd normally start streaming Resistance soon. We'll probably end up finishing this with like 15 or something. So we are getting towards the end, we're getting towards the dark zone now. So we'll do that and then I'll jump off, go eat and jump back on for Resistance. Okay, what else do we need? Need that. Not gonna get very far without it. Better quickly convert all of these as well. I don't actually think we've picked up all that much. Not loads at least, anyway. Yeah, Spyro streams were really fun. It's fun to 100% them all again as well. So I might do them again next year sometime, maybe. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, with next week's streams, I'm not too sure if I'll start like a new game or anything just yet. So it might just be games like this next week as well, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, that was it. So just convert these over again. So if they bring out a new Spyro game, then we'll definitely play through that. By day one. Complete it day one.
Warning. Infection levels increasing.
You never know, it could be one of the names for it. I mean, they have some weird code names for games, some developers do sometimes. Might be the new Spyro code name. Yeah, I don't know, next playthrough will probably be... It's either going to be a random game or maybe another Resident Evil game. We're still missing a few from playthroughs. Purples are one six. Just gonna have to play this slow for a moment. I say slow as I jump straight into them. I don't think I'll be able to wait that long though. I just hope that when they do release it, releases on like Switch and things as well. I would be willing to pick it up on multiple platforms. It'll be one game as well, so it'll be on the card if anything, hopefully. Unless they decide to go Doom Eternal and yeah, just release it digital. I reckon we might get like a teaser or something, then it might release in like 2022. Now I could be wrong, it might release before, but I think 2022 will probably be when Metroid Prime 4 gets released. Could be Spyro 4 Forgotten Realms. Do we get another? Yeah, I've got another. Okay, it's just a shotgun, Biffy. Or we could make like a Spyro and Crash game. They did make a crossover game at one point. Can't remember how good it was though. We'll prefer a solo, but I suppose it wouldn't be too bad if they made a crossover game. Return of Ripto. Yeah, and it can play like Mario and Rabbids crossover. So if I'll probably still buy that game. Would be a bad concept. Spyro 4 Return of Nasty Nork. Spyro 4 Nasty Nork Strikes Back. Spyro 4 Revenge of the Nork. Spyro 4 Revenge of Ripto. I don't know if they would bring back anyone. I reckon they'll just start with a complete new person to go up against. As long as they keep like going into and out of worlds and all that the same, it'll be quite good. So I'm assuming if they do that, then they'll scrap like what 4, 5 and 6 was. Which 4 was a really rough game when that came out. I was hoping that we'll get like DLC and like 4 would get remastered, just so it was a more cleaner game and actually worked. It would have been fun to play like a finished version of it. I have the game, I don't think I've ever finished it though. I turned it off once after I just kept randomly falling through the floor. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, head into the skies and do levels up there. It'd be fun to see how you get from world to world as well though. I quite liked how they did it in Spyro 3 where you had to play through the levels and then the people helped to build like the balloon, the rocket and all that. Enjoyed that. Also enjoyed collecting the eggs. Spyro 3 is my favourite one though, so probably a bit of a biased opinion. That happens. Hey up Josh, long time no see. How are you these days? I heard from you in time. Okay, one should be purple. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we should have kept the AR. Not really my type of thing LMGs aren't that much. Shotguns definitely aren't. Okay, that will drop. Yeah, that. Yeah, my name's Anthony. A lot of people tend to spell it wrong if they don't know me though. Josh has known me for years. From back in the days of school. Yeah, good to see you're still about as well. I'm assuming with COVID and things, not really touring at the moment. But how is like music and things going? Occasionally I nip on like Facebook and see you doing your thing. Nah, it's all good. There's like one video somewhere that gives away my name anyway. Like back in the day. Actually, yeah, it's definitely one. Where we did a Q&A back in the day.
Antiviral cache tagged and mapped in Dark Zone.
As long as these start fighting each other instead of us, I can get away with sentence here. Okay, load that controller. I've not had a controller die on screen in recent times though, so. A little bit too forward for that one there. Just need to focus that out. Or him to ban murderers. Yeah, I always like to keep up with what people are up to these days. It's good to see you doing well in like what you're doing now. I've seen that you passed at like uni and things as well. It's good to hear that everything's going all good. You know, minus not being able to tour, but hopefully next year will be a little bit better and you'll be able to get back out there. Yeah, I'll definitely be down for high school reunion sometime. It'd be good to see some people from back in the day. I think these days I only speak to Ryan and a little bit James. I've not spoken to him in a little while now, you know, with COVID and stuff, but yeah, outside of, like, when we've been allowed outside, I've spoken to him once or twice. Mainly like our trade agreements and stuff. The trade between EU countries is all free. So if we're not in the EU, we don't get free trade. That's more or less like the main thing. It just means that like food and some other things will cost a little bit more. Do you still see anyone from school, Josh? Well, speak to them. Okay, yeah, that's all. And we also have to set up like our own laws and things.
Antiviral cache secured.
Nice and just stay down for us. I've not seen Lee in time. Yes, okay, I'll get in trouble. Yeah, it's crazy, it's been 5 years. I still got my jumper from when we left as well. I was looking at it the other day, I was like, 5 years is a long time. It's been that long, nobody's in school from when we were in school. Most of like the teachers and everything have left as well.
Open fire. Now. Don't let go. Jacob down.
Then I realised it was getting really old when I got told that apparently they don't do ICT anymore. They don't do ICT, I don't think they do drama either. Can't remember if they do art. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we used to do in school that they don't even do anymore. I guess they might do it like when you choose your GCSEs, but yeah, before they don't do it all anymore.
Warning. Infection is approaching lethal levels.
Okay, yeah, we'll go straight over this building. Go straight over there. 11 minutes is fine. In recent times, yeah. Most of my streams tend to be shorter these days. These streams are generally like an hour and a half though. Just because of how much you have to gather up and what you have to gather. So you can do this last part. just want to go down the side of this building first. We'll go pick up some more dip tank. Surprised we've not seen there's only 2 of us left about half hour ago. We were still first one to reach the dark zone, so God knows where the other one is. Yeah, I have Division 2. I've not put anywhere near as many hours into that one though.
Safe.
I think this one has... how many hours? I think like 1,500 and something hours I've got on this one. I've only got like 100 or 200 and something on... Division 2. So a little bit of a difference. But I tend to prefer this one over Division 2 anyway.
Flare gun required for extraction is now detected.
Okay, don't need to make any of that yet. Just convert these. Probably won't get all that much more out of them. Okay, so this part's all about luck anyway. Mainly want firearms. Okay, you're gonna get health on that. Preferably firearms with... yeah, rifle damage, not gonna get that there either. Okay, we are gonna get firearms on that. Could be worse. Let's make a custom M44. Right, what was this before? Okay. Should be high velocity. Then I'm gonna have to make a few more. Actually, let me just check what we've got here. We want yeah, I want to strip this weapon for the scope. Just so it makes it a little bit more easy to aim. Yeah, get rid of all of that. What else would we need? So yeah, I don't need one of those. Need loud vent brake. Then we'll need a small hand stop as well. Just put those on here a second before I make that. Yeah, I forgot to check what free talent is as well. Okay, critical hit chance. It's only a 5% increase, so... yeah, it's a bit weird. Like bigger places can't for more. For your country. So over here I think, well yeah, I know it's a little bit different. Like you'll get, like it's all divided up into different areas, and then like it's whoever wins in that area. So yeah, one person gets a seat in one area. That's like one seat for that party and stuff. And it's whoever can get most seats. So you need to have a majority of seats to win, otherwise you get a thing called a hung parliament, which is where nobody has a majority. So I think it just makes it harder to pass bills or run the country properly. Yeah, he switched up quite a bit. He's done quite a lot in his life.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
Okay, we're gonna just try and make some more mods, I think. What do we need for mods again? Yeah, we need electronics and fabric. Okay, now actually gonna make one. I'm just gonna have to roll like this, I think. Yeah, nothing else we can really do. Just gonna have to hope that this works out for us. Yeah, then in between all that, he was like a businessman as well. So he's done quite a lot in life. Definitely a drastic change from reality TV star to running a country. Definitely one of very, very, very few people to do that. Anyone to have become president in the process. Alright, okay, so it doesn't matter how many things we get strapped with, we're not going for like a new record or anything. If we did, we'd have to be a lot more faster than what we are. So we're going to leave, there is some division tech down there, but we're going to leave that for the other person just in case they roll through here after. I don't want to take up all the supplies. So some people would, but I tend to play quite passively. I want as many people to escape as possible. Leave all that as well. Yeah, I think the only one to make it from like an actor type person, TV starts type thing to like a politician is his name just completely disappeared.
Incoming for evacuation.
There's a really famous person who was, I think he was governor of California at one point.
High threat target
He was
detected.
an actor and did that, and then he's been an actor since as well. I can't remember his name.
Infection has reached critical mass.
Gone. But he played, yeah, Terminator. There we go. You can get to the point where you can just one-shot them if you get really lucky with like your talents and things. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Good old Arnold. Yeah, I think it depends, like, you know, some people age better than others. If he ages well by like the end of his first term and he wins the second term, then he might stay in. Don't win it in the first place though, then yeah, he won't be able to do a second term no matter what. I think Arnold will give great speeches.
Seconds to go.
Where's that guitar? That's all right. There we go, that's what we need to play. We're in septic shock.
30 seconds.
No, I think it's with like dyeing his hair and then he uses fake tan and stuff.
15 seconds.
If he didn't do all that, then he'll probably look a little bit older.
We'll be landing stat.
Some people do also generally look young for their age.
We're in the air in 30 seconds.
I thought got stuck then. Imagine on giving
10
presidential
seconds to
speeches.
evac.
That'd be great. You never know, you might run for it one day.
Returning to base. Over and out.
Some people randomly run all the time.
We're back online here in the Boo, and I hear you made it. Thank God.
Can't
We
say
got a
I
lot
ever
of work
thought
left
that
to do now that the
Kanye
storm's
West
almost
would run
over.
for
Don't
president.
make me get all
either.
sentimental on you, okay?
I think, yeah, some people do look like generally not as old as they are. Sylvester Stallone, I think he's in his like 70s, and he does not look like he's in his 70s. Yeah, I think he just announced he was running and that was it really. Didn't have an actual party or anything. Just decided he wanted to run for president one day.
You are now entering a safe area.
Yeah, he's aged a little bit, but yeah, I wouldn't say he looks as old as he actually is. He definitely looks younger than his actual age.
New York, New York, you are listening to Rick Velassi and Wouldn't You Know It, the Tri-State Area's favorite pirate radio podcast. Probably its only pirate radio podcast. Now, we talk about the made up of city cops.
Okay, so I guess we can open these. Not stuff that we're gonna keep anyway, but yeah, it's fun to open them. Well, very rare that I keep anything out of this. There might be one or two things. Could pop up that I'll keep. Like that D3F and the C one. I don't think I have this set on this character, do I? Okay, no, I transferred it over. Alright, so yeah, actually it's just holsters. It's just got reload speed on. Once you have a classified holster, you've got it no matter what. Can't really change anything except the major skill. You don't change the main attributes on it, so it's fine. What skills are those actually? No, get rid of that. Yeah, with playing it so much, most of the stuff just ends up getting put in the bin. Leave that, look at that another time.
Agent,
I think with politicians it depends on like your personal outlook, like how you think a country should be run.
Hey, a happy customer is the best
It
customer.
probably has a similar way of thinking to Trump in terms of how the country should be run.
Best gear for the streets, right here.
That's why it's kind of awkward. No, like, politicians definitively the better choice. It's all down to personal preference and how people think, really. I suppose there's some that could be flat out the worst choice.
Keep it up.
If they do nothing but terrible things. I've never really thought about it.
Stay frosty out there.
If I'm being honest. I don't have much of an opinion on him. I don't know, like, all of his policies and stuff. And then he doesn't really have an opposition, so you can't say that they're better.
Come take a look.
Like, some of the laws and things in Russia aren't really what I would call friendly, but
Could be 4 a.m. for all I know. What I do have here's a little more info on the Directive 51. So, remember I was talking about the...
But then he's also...
across America? All thanks to the ultra-classified Directive 51 signed by the President.
So, what looks good to you?
Yeah, probably got one or two good things, maybe. I
Nice doing business.
I'm not seeing like a lot of
You remember that lovely cattle pen they sent sick people to?
their rules.
And nobody ever came out? Well,
Hey, looking to buy?
in there, all the agencies
It's really awkward.
JTF, National Guard, everybody. And sleeper agents. And your guess is as good as mine. Now these people were the directive referred
Yeah, he won by a fair bit.
All right,
His campaigns tend
back
to
to
be
work.
successful.
If you want it, I've got it. Oh well, have a good one. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Yeah, I think it's probably down to just like the people's personal preference over there as well. Like when you're growing up and like you just grow up around certain things, it tends to shape
That's
how you
here
think
for
a
the
little bit as
streets,
well.
Right here.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. New York City, from East to Hudson and Bronx to Queens and all the garbage scows at sea.
Politics tends to be a like really difficult thing, just because of like everyone's unique in what they think about stuff.
Don't give up on us.
Everyone wants different things out of like who they choose. Like rich people in general probably don't want to
Alright,
lose
then.
much money
Back
through
to work.
taxes and stuff. They'll vote for people who want to tax them less.
Got a piece here that's
They're
calling
greedy
your
with their
name.
money.
Damn. Here's to us, people.
So that's their personal preference based on how they're living.
See you soon.
Politics
Warning.
almost always
Now
turns
exiting the
into
safe area.
like, awkward conversations most of the time. That's why I don't speak politics with too many people. Okay, yeah, so what time is it? Right, we're definitely past the time when we normally stream Resistance. So I'm gonna go eat, and then I'll jump back on to Resistance after. So it shouldn't be too long. So I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes or something. I'll be back for the Resistance daily missions. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching Ansari. I'll see you again soon. And thank you to everybody else watching. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.